Hi everyone, it's Christopher, Mono County Library Director and co-host of the Oxygen Starved podcast. It's Book Talk Friday, and this time I've got two great young adult novels to talk about. Let's start with the new, Moth by Amber McBride. This is McBride's first novel, and it was nominated for a Morris Award this year, which is an award for debut YA authors, and with good reason. The main character is Moth, and you learn on page 1 that she is the one who got the weird name in the family. You also learn early on she is living with her aunt in Virginia because her own parents and brother were killed in a car crash. An accident Moth herself survived, but left her orphaned and derailed her budding dancing career. She was going to be the next Misty Copeland. So here she is, a junior in high school, already a difficult time for many teens, scarred emotionally and physically, and dropped in a community and school where she feels alien and invisible. Well, in comes Sonny, a Navajo boy her age, himself dealing with a harsh home life and depression, and clearly feeling somewhat invisible himself. He's kind of the bad boy outsider character, and he and Moth are drawn to each other because as creative souls battling internal demons, they each see each other in a way that the teens and adults around them do not. The story evolves, as many YA novels do, into a type of quest when Moth and Sonny embark on a cross-country trip to find his biological father back in the Navajo Nation. Now, McBride herself was a dancer, and she's a poet and has Navajo ancestry in her family, which inspired her to write this novel. And you feel her own creativity and desire to shine a light on her own Black hoodoo background, as well as the Navajo ancestry, drawing you effortlessly through this story. I say effortlessly because this is a novel written in verse, which shouldn't intimidate readers. It actually kind of makes it easier to read and lets the author guide you to words or turns of phrase that she wants to highlight. I loved this story, as did many others. Moth debuted to rave reviews, one of which summed it up easily. If you think you know where this story is going, think again. Moth will surprise you. Now, my pick for the older title this week isn't that much older. It's another YA novel. It came out in 2017. It's called Dreamland Burning by Jennifer Latham. Also came out to rave reviews. It's a historical novel about the 1921 Tulsa race riot that killed hundreds and destroyed an entire community. It's an event that was buried in the shadows for decades, really only coming to light recently. This novel is set off by 17-year-old Rowan Chase, half black, half white, who finds a skeleton in her family's property in Tulsa, setting her off to solve its mystery. In alternating chapters, we are brought back to 17-year-old Will Tillman, half white, half Osage. He's a teen living in Tulsa, and the publisher blurbs continues. 100 years earlier, a single violent encounter propels Will into a racial firestorm. In a country rife with violence against blacks and a hometown segregated by Jim Crow, he undertakes a painful journey towards self-discovery and must confront his own inner demons as he struggles to do what's right the night Tulsa burns. Rowan and Will's chapters alternate with the pace of a thriller, and the review from Publishers Weekly says it's populated with vivid, relatable characters and structured to maximize mystery, tension, and dread. Dreamland Burning provides a gripping education in the real-life horror story that was the Tulsa race riot, shines a light on the current state of race relations, and inspires hope for the future, which is something we need out of these important novels, right? Dreamland Burning by Jennifer Latham and the wonderful Moth by Amber McBride, two great young adult novels available at Mono County Libraries. Come in, grab these or another great young adult read. In the meantime, stay safe and happy reading.